Easier selling in 6 steps. Welcome to Friday. It's the weekend challenge edition of the Marketing for Owners podcast with me, John Butt. This is episode 375. Now, for those of you that listen regularly, you'll know you can get the previous challenges on the website at marketingforowners.com/challenge. For those of you that are driving and washing up or doing something, jogging where you can't make notes, don't you worry. For this particular episode, you'll find marketingforowners.com/podcast/375 has got all the details. So you can go there, you can watch the video, you can listen to it again, you can get all the notes and any links if I mention any. I don't think I'm due to mention any. Go for it. So, selling. Selling. Of course, I talk about marketing. Marketing, if it's done correctly, shouldn't require salespeople, because by the time you get to the customer, they are pre-sold. So although I'm calling this selling, really, I personally think this is marketing. So grab your pad and your pen, or your pencil and your piece of paper, or your book, or your journal, or whatever you use. Just don't do it electronically. Don't tap it into your iPad or your iPhone or your computer. Because once you write things down, it kind of, brain engages, and there's all psychological studies that show if you write it, it sinks in a bit more. Who knows who did it? You can look that up in your own time. Yes. So, step number 1 for easier selling is you need a target audience. Okay, so that is step number 1. If you are trying to market or sell to the general public, you will fail miserably. You will waste your time. You will waste your money. You will waste advertising spend. You will waste effort, and you will waste energy. For example, if you sell ladders, there is a portion of the populace that is not interested in your ladder offering. Firstly, there are going to be people outside of your country, perhaps if you don't ship them overseas. If you deliver locally, there are going to be people outside of your range. And then within your range, there are going to be people who don't need ladders. If you're selling fiberglass ladders, those lovely yellow and blue ones I've seen, you are probably trying to sell to electricians. You are probably not trying to sell to general construction sites. So that target, so you need to know how to get in front of those and only try and market your fiberglass ladder to electricians and whoever else may use them, not to the people who don't use ladders, who are outside your range, and who don't use fiberglass ones. Yeah, makes sense? So that's the first thing. It's kind of obvious. Now, step number 2, define their problem. What that means is that when you're trying to market your product to something, more often than not, people don't realize they have a problem. Or they have a problem, which means they need your product. But they don't quite realize what it is. They haven't put it into terms in their mind. So you need to do it for them. Now, let me give an example. You all must have heard of Dyson vacuum cleaners. And Dyson then came out with their fans. If you've seen their fans, they're the ones with no fans, no fan blades in the middle. Very clever. If you haven't seen it, it's magical. Look it up on Google or go to an electrical wholesaler. I'm sure they'll have some. They're very expensive. But inventors are like Mr. Dyson, or Sir James Dyson, one of Britain's, we're very proud of him. They invent things that people don't need. The iPhone. They came out with the iPhone. It didn't exist. No one needed it. So they had to convince people that they had a problem that then solved, and that they had a need for it. So if you imagine fans, up to the point where Dyson came out with that fan, fans had blades, and they went around and around, and they whizzed, and you had small ones, you had big ones, you had little ones you could plug in your computer with a USB, you had ones on large stands, you had metal ones, industrial ones, all sorts, but they all looked the same. They had a bunch of fan blades in that whizzed around. So Everyone was happy. No problem. Need a fan? Just go get one of those. Until Dyson come along, they have to explain to people what the problem is with those. For instance, you can get your hair caught in it. Kids can put their fingers in. Who knows what? And the inefficiency, it blows fans straight at you. They have to waft from side to side so it's not too much, and whatever else the problems are. So they had to tell people that they had a problem with fans that people didn't know they have. Now think about that with your product. Step 3, you then need to explain why their attempts at fixing this problem are not working. Again, the Dyson fan. They have a problem. It's cold. It's hot. It's cold. They need this in their home, in the house. It looks horrible. They have tried to go to the store and try to find one that does not blow straight in your face and dries your skin out and so on, but it didn't exist. It wasn't there. Remember? So you have to explain how they have, so remind them how they have tried to fix it and how it has not worked up to now. Step number 4, you now explain how you found the solution. So if you're Sir James Dyson, how you looked at it, fixed the problem, and look what it has done for you. This is how your life improved. It's wonderful. These are the benefits that you got once you'd found the solution, how it all came, what a wonderful thing. You have to tell people about that. Then step number 5, you have to reiterate the wonders of this, but in relation to them. So now you've explained previously, step 4, you explained how you found the solution and how it improved your life and how it solved everything. Now you have to explain how this will help them, because they're only interested in what's in it for them. They weren't thinking about you. They don't actually care about you. They are thinking about them. So put it into perspective, put it into their words. And this is all benefits, 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 not features. Benefits, the benefit to them. So everything you say from then on is in relation to them and how it affects them. And then finally, number 6, tell them what to do now, or tell them what to do when you want them to do it. And what I mean by that, so on a sales page on a website, buy now, add to cart, get yours now. Or if it's a special offer, sign up register before the countdown clock, 7 days, 3 days, whatever it is, scarcity value. It may be grab your download now, sign up now, register now, call George on 1-800-555-1234 before 5 o'clock tomorrow, something like that. Tell them what to do. Call to action. This is the point. This is the bit that most people miss. They then get nervous about what's called closing the sale. It's not, but forget about it's closing the sale. You're just telling them what they need to do to solve all those problems. They are excited. They've read this far. They've listened this far. They are interested. Tell them what to do. Simple as that. This can be applied in print, in an advert, in a letter, in an email, on a web sales page, in a presentation person to person. Break it down, write a template out, and write those steps. Number 1, audience. Number 2, define the problem. Number 3, explain why their attempts are not working. Number 4, explain how you found the fix yourself. Number 5, reiterate the wonders in relation to them. Number 6, tell them what to do now. Write a template out and fill it all in, whether it's going to be for a sales presentation or anything. it will improve your sales dramatically because you now have a template, a format, and a structure and a system. Oh, what a wonderful thing. This is your challenge for the weekend. Try that. Have a lovely weekend. I will see you next week. One thing all of my guests have in common is a fabulous marketing system, from the way they set up the website to the way they use social media and opt-ins to build a list and then to email nurture their potential customers until they become a customer, and then to build them into lifelong lovers of their systems. We teach this for free. Yes, totally for free. Go to this site at www.freemarketingcourse.co, and in 12 days you will learn the entire system. It's a piece of cake, nothing technical required. You'll love it.